So I had a comment on one of my videos about, oh, I don't know, a week or so ago, asking which was my favorite between the 4250 and the 4960. So just a little bit of backstory. Our 4250 is a 1987. It has 12,200 some hours on it. All of the hours have been here on the farm. My grandpa bought it new in 1987. The tractor has done just about everything there is to do on this farm that it can do. It's done a lot, that's for sure. It's been a very good tractor for a long time. And then our 4960 is a 1990, I want to say it's either a 2 or a 3, I think it is. It has about 12,600 hours on it or something like that. So it's rounded about 13,000. You know, on a dairy farm, these tractors get a lot of hours on them. But some things I like about the 4250, not everybody's the biggest fan of the quad range transmission, but I do like it. I do like having the 2 gears that you can swipe back and forth from, especially whenever I'm drilling wheat or anything with the drill. You got B1, and then you can flop over to B2 going across the field, and then you can downshift back to B1. Clutching in between doesn't really bother me. I know some people don't like it a whole lot. And then even though the 2-wheel drive, you don't get that front wheel assist, it is nice because it's very nimble. I do like that about the tractor. And then the 4960, I definitely do like the power shift transmission. In fact, that version of power shift is actually, I do like it more than I like what the 8400 or 8410 doesn't, because you can take it, your lever, and you can go around and go directly to that gear. You don't have to sit there and click the button back and forth. That is one thing I like about it. And then the front wheel assist is definitely very nice, having it on the manure spreader, working dirt with it. Overall, I like both tractors a whole lot, but whenever it just comes to reliability, the 4250, it gotta be my favorite, because this tractor has been barely touched. I mean, a couple years ago we had some work done on it internally. A lot of the PTO clutches and everything were grossly wore out because it run a round baler for a long time, and a lot of this tractor's life has been either working dirt on a corn planter or doing PTO work, and it does a lot of PTO work now on manure, on the lagoon agitator, and I drill with it. And then the 49, it really hasn't had a whole lot of trouble either, but I don't know. Both tractors are very good. I would say that from about 1960 or so up until about 2002 or 3, it was kind of the golden age of tractors, and then whenever they started making things out of plastic, that's whenever it all went downhill. These are good old tractors. They don't have all the emissions, and they don't use government juice. I mean, tractors nowadays aren't going to last 12,000 some hours. I will stand by that until the day I die, that these are some of the best tractors ever made. I'm not brand dominant towards one or the other. There's some definitely good tractors from that time period from other brands. One of my buddies works on a beef farm, and they have some boxcar Magnums that are very, very nice tractors. I know that there's been other brands that have made some good tractors as well. I mean, if it's a good tractor, it's a good tractor. I don't really care what color it is. But I definitely do have a little bit more favoritism towards Oliver's, if you can tell. But yeah, and then I don't know. I don't really know how to describe one better than the other. I like it a lot, but I know this was a long one, but thanks you guys, and I appreciate, we're getting close to 300 subscribers now, so I really appreciate that from that guy. Appreciate that from you guys. Sorry, my brain gets ahead of my mouth sometimes. But we're definitely making a whole lot more progress than I thought it would. I didn't expect 100 before the end of the year, but hey, long surpassed that. So thank you guys, and I appreciate you watching.